Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another one of my saltwater aquarium videos. This is Robert Garrison, and you are looking down into my 55-gallon hex tank. As you can see, my fish think they're getting fed, which they're right, but I'm going to do a video and then feed them. So until then, they're coming up to the surface saying, feed me, feed me. As you can see, that clown is getting really excited because it thinks food is coming. But so here's an overview of the tank. Now, last time we talked, and in my last video I discussed my review on rare reef imports and the negative issues that I had with them and the issues that my friend had. I apologize for the vertical video. I was trying to match it up so that way you can see the other phone that had my emails. I know it wasn't the clearest in the vertical video, but you kind of got the gist of the issues that I had and also the issues that my friend had. But I don't want this to be negative because today's a good day. Why is it a good day? I got a new light. Now, I didn't get a new light fixture. I'm still using the same boring light fixture that I had before, the one that my wife does not like, and the one that I need to build a canopy for. But hey, my tank is lit up. Now, what kind of light did I get? I got a new metal halide bulb. Of course, my fixture is a 150 watt metal halide fixture by Coral Life, and the bulb that I changed out from was a 15,000K or 15K bulb, and I went up to the 20 or 20,000K color temperature. Originally, when I first started this, and in my first few videos, the color showed up green, and that was because I was actually using a 10,000K bulb. Now, one thing about the lower the color temperature is, the more growth you are going to get from your corals. So you're in that 6,500K range, you're going to get great growth in your corals. In fact, I actually used for about a year a 6,500K bulb in my BioCube to get the corals to grow faster, and it actually worked, and now I'm back up to the 10,000K in my BioCube. But because I want to show this tank, and I'm just going to let the corals grow at their own pace. Of course, I do supplement feed once a week, either with mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, or phytoplankton. It depends on which coral it is. So I also feed this tank only with frozen food. I either do mysis or brine, or I do a little mixture of both for all my fish. I was using pellets, but 2 of the fish don't eat the pellets, while the rest of the fish did. So when I fed with frozen, everybody ate. So I'm going with just frozen. So between the light feeding, the coral should be growing fairly well. But a little update on the livestock and the condition of the tank, besides the equipment and lighting. The Gorgonian that you see here was about twice this size the last time we talked. I did a little quick update before my review on rare reef. I actually fragged half of this off and gave it to my friend, the one that had the issue with rare reef. And then I also gave her some hammer coral from my BioCube. So she's really happy with that. And I don't have such a huge Gorgonian in here, and I actually can watch this grow. Now, just before I started doing my videos here, the coral was actually big and poofy, and then I had a couple crabs growing or crawling on it. Whenever the crabs get on there, it sucks up its polyps. So one of the big things to remember with Gorgonians is to have a good flow on it. They like a medium to, at least this one seems to like a medium to a strong current. It also keeps any algae, cyano, anything from building up on it, thus not allowing the polyps to come out. Hopefully I'll do a video here soon where you'll be able to see the polyps full out, but you can kind of see them there along behind the clowns. Some of the sections of the Gorgonian still have the polyps out, so hopefully we'll start seeing some of that open up as this video goes, now that the crabs aren't on there and they're back on the rocks. My Blasto, it's the Blasto Welsey, behind my cardinal there. With this new lighting, the center just is a bright fluorescent green. It looks like a bright white spot in the center. This video camera does not do it any justice. My Fabia there, again, most of these corals, this camera doesn't do it justice, but the red and the greens just pop when you look at the tank in person. A little mushroom there, you can actually see the spots on it fluorescing, and then that other part right there next to the mushroom is actually my rose bubble tip. It does look sad, and here's the reason why. I had it down here in this area of the tank. Actually, let me kind of point to it right in here, and that's where it settled when I first put it in the tank. And then this guy right here decided to host it, and it really did not like it. It was big, it was beautiful. I shouldn't say big because it's a small anemone, but it was inflated, the bulbs were out, it was really nice looking. Anemone, that this clown here would just shove its face into it, and eventually I moved it up top, and it's starting to do a little bit better, inflate its body more. Now I'm just waiting for it to inflate its tentacles now that the clown isn't hosting it. I was excited because I've had good luck with these clowns. When I put the little guy in, they bonded up really well, and they stay really close to each other. They've paired up already, which is really nice. And then I put an anemone in, and one of my clowns hosted. I was having really good luck. The problem is that my anemone should have been a bigger anemone for it to host. When you have a larger clown and a small anemone, it actually can kill the anemone. So hopefully, keep my fingers crossed that the anemone does good. My zoanthids are doing great, and I actually got some new zoanthids. Right there you can kind of see a pinkish one on the rock there. Those zoanthids are actually the zoanthids that my friend got from Rare Reef that was supposed to be acants. Instead of getting her acants, she got a big, I'm talking probably as big as this purple one, at least close to it, full of these pink zoanthids. And so she fragged off a chunk of them for me for my zoo garden here. Next to it I have another little 3 polyp frag of these magenta looking zoanthids with nice like white fluorescent mouth. And then behind it I got some green ones. Again, I don't know the names of the zoanthids, and it's really hard to try to identify some of them because one place will name them another thing or the other place will name them another. So I don't even try. I just pick the ones that I think look good and I'm excited about. And then of course the ones that I've had for a while that are spreading around on the rock there. So, and then I got a couple purple mushrooms there. The Duncans are doing great. They absolutely just love this tank, and I know I say that every video. I just can't express it. And now that I'm feeding them more, especially with the feedings once a week, they really like the mysis shrimp. They're growing really, really well in this tank. So that's really it for the corals. I have some reticorda, some orange reticorda mushrooms there. They're little ones, but they've about doubled in size since I got them. They were just little ones. I paid $2 for these little frags of it. It actually fell off of a colony. Picked them up for $2, and they're growing really well in this tank. So I feed them, of course, supplement feed them, so hopefully we can see them start growing some more. As for the fish, my clowns, I can't stress enough how happy I am with these. Now, yes, the little one isn't the clown that I originally thought I was purchasing from Rare Reef, but since it paired up with this other one, I'm really excited. They get along real well, and they get along well with my cardinals. Now, I still have the 2 pajama cardinals. There's one there and one there. Unfortunately, when I lost the other one before my last move, they stopped schooling together. You'll see them together every now and then, but they don't stay with each other near as much as these 2 clowns. Now, every time I do the video, the big clown knows that if I'm near the tank, it's time for food. So they kind of split up a little bit because the little one still hasn't gotten accustomed to that feeding schedule yet, but it will. My diamond goby, picked this up from a friend that was upgrading their tank. They now have a 125 gallon tank that they're putting together. So I picked this guy up from them. A little bit larger of a diamond goby, but he keeps my tank floor clean. And when I start getting cyano built up on it, I can come up in the morning and the sand will be nice and white again. And then my jawfish, he's always hiding. I've had a couple of my videos where we've seen him, but he usually comes out of the back. As for the cyano, it's doing great. As more and more of these videos, you're starting to see less and less of the cyano. It's because I'm doing it naturally. Now, yes, I do the reactor. No, I don't have GFO. I've been trying to get GFO. I've actually been to 3 different live fish stores in our area within about a 100-mile radius, and none of those 3 stores even knew what GFO is, so I'm going to go online. I was hoping to be able to go to an LFS store kind of remotely local, and unfortunately nobody knows what it is. Had to kind of explain to them what GFO is, and obviously if they don't know what it is, they ain't going to carry it, so I'm going to go online and order it. Until then, keeping up with my weekly water changes has been really helpful. Switching to my own RO unit. 2 videos ago I did a review on the RO unit that I have. I really like that. It does not test for any nitrates or phosphates. It's a 3-stage RO unit, and you can buy the DI unit for it as an add-on separately. So I don't know what the TDS is in it, but it is a lot better than anything that I've gotten from the grocery store, and in fact is helping my cyano every time I do a water change. I suck up the cyano and do the water change, and I'm getting less cyanobacteria in the tank. So that's it for now. That's it for this tank in a nutshell. If you have any questions or comments on this tank, or any of my saltwater aquarium videos, whether it's a review or how to, please comment in the comment section. You can also message me on Facebook at Robert's Aquarium page, and you can also find me on our local Wyoming aquatic page. It's called Wyoming Aquatics. We're over 200 members strong and growing, so if you're into fish and you're in the Wyoming, Montana area, please join. It's for both fresh and saltwater enthusiasts alike, and happy reefing. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like this video and check out my other videos, and as always, happy reefing.